Hey everybody, welcome to ChatTabox Review, spoiler review for Suicide Squad, and what did you think?
Yeah, I didn't love this movie as much as I wanted to. I thought it was entertaining. The jokes were there. It just because I'm such a Harley Quinn fan, I think that she kept dropping in and out of the Harley Quinn accent, which was kind of frustrating. So when she hit the Harley Quinn marks, I liked it, and then when she would drop into like an Aussie or Jersey kind of accent, it's like, well, where are you going?
It was, yeah, like I said before in the other review, yeah, everyone's trying, all the characters and stuff. There was some things that just kind of made me like go, what the hell? The like in a universe where Batman's going around killing everyone, the Joker's going out of his way to save Harley Quinn. Like he normally uses her as a human shield. He's like always like playing her, and it
It's
was
supposed
just
to be the other way around, I think.
yeah. If the roles were reversed, I think like if it was Harley trying to get to Joker to
Yeah.
break him out, that makes more
Yeah.
sense. But then seeing this kind of, oh, they're so hell bent in love with each other, I was like, all right, so this is a romance. It's like, no, it's a father daughter story, like between Deadshot, like, seeing Will Smith play Will Smith and freaking, like, everything he does. But,
Yeah.
this was fun, like, action wise. It looked great, but there were some scenes that kind of took me out of it. I wanted this so bad to be, like,
Epic.
phenomenal
Yeah.
and just be like, course correction, like, there's no one else to blame but Warner Brothers for this, because this is what they do. They fast track different projects and then try and like say, all right, this is like, how we want it, and then at the end result they're kind of like, well, why is it doing that? It's like, of course, because it's just too many cooks in the kitchen, I think. Like,
Well, there was no need for me to have Enchantress in there. The only reason they put her in there is to be the bad guy. And I'm like, I knew from the get-go she wasn't part of the Suicide Squad.
yeah, and same with Joker. I was just like, well, he ain't part of Suicide Squad. What's he doing in there? Maybe they're going after him. Maybe it's going to be full like tactical SWAT team stuff, and they can't take down like the Joker, the military, and the SWAT team's having trouble. So it's like, well, why don't we get this group of guys that got taken down by these heroes? Like they've
Yeah.
worked with him, they know his local haunts and stuff. Like,
There was no need for Killer Croc in there either.
yeah, I was kind of like, man, they shoehorned in Katana and made her like really mean nothing. Like
Yeah.
that kind of bothered me because like she's one of my favorite like DC characters, to like very like interesting, intriguing sort of storyline with her. But just seeing like this came off as the Will Smith show starring
Margot Robbie.
yeah, Harley Quinn and stuff, like because every few seconds it felt for me like, here we're with Will Smith, here's Deadshot, oh, here's his time to shine and stuff, and then it's like, all right, well, here we got a little bit of Boomerang, here's Harley Quinn and stuff, like, oh, well, back to Will Smith, like, oh, like it just seemed a little bit scrambled, and that bothered me. Like, did you kind of notice that, or did you
Yeah.
kind of like, I thought
Well,
this,
for Harley Quinn to be the heroine at the end where she actually kills Enchantress, it's kind of like, really?
she'd sell out every one of them for a
Especially if
freaking chance
Enchantress
to get
is... Yeah.
Joker like back, like Mr. J
Exactly.
back. But like it just, Jared Leto, like I feel sorry for him because he was kind of like, so what? You want me to do it like Ledger? I was like, yeah, but do it like a pimp gangster type. It's like, oh, all right, I know how to do this, but
He
That-
sounded good.
yeah,
But I just think it was a little too much on the heavy makeup and
yeah.
things like that.
Too
for Joe.
theatrical.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. I'm like, all right, we get it. You're doing your best
crazy.
freaking out there crazy type look. Freaking, that really bugged me. Like Joker throwing himself into that pit of acid or whatever to go after Harley, and I'm just like, he wouldn't give two damns about her. That's not the Joker that I like. I prefer the Joker that's like, I'll do whatever it takes to take down the Bat, or to screw with the Bat, like make him like go nuts. Just just stuff like that. But yeah, it just really bothered the hell out of me because the way Deadshot got taken down. Will Smith's dropping off his daughter at the apartment, and freaking Batman just shows up and goes, "I prefer not to do this in front of your daughter," and shit.
And his daughter jumps in, between them, like, "Don't, Daddy, don't shoot him."
Well, I thought Batman's supposed to be the boogeyman, supposed to be the scariest thing there, and like his daughter's like jumping in between them, like going, "No." I'm like, all right, whatever. But what did you think of just different little things?
Well, I didn't mind Amanda Waller. She seemed pretty cool to me. I don't know. She just seemed a little bit more hands-on, which was strange. But I love the actress who played her. I thought she was really good.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit too. The writing was just all over the place, to be honest.
I mean, that what you said with Amanda Waller, like when she's blowing away those other agents and stuff, and it's like that's what Amanda Waller would do.
Yeah.
And then the post-credit scene, you didn't see it. You had to go to the toilet. But the post-credit scene, it has Affleck's Bruce Wayne talking to Amanda Waller saying, "Hey, I need the files and stuff." It's kind of like, you're Batman. You can obtain so much. Like, you stole that kryptonite from LexCorp. What the hell? Why are you talking to her? I was like, leave it to me. Like, leave it to me and my friends. You can shut it down or whatever. And I'm just, ugh. I'm complaining a lot, but...
Did you think Harley Quinn's shorts got shorter?
They were shorter, but it was just kind of like... I get the new 52 comics feel.
It was like, for me, I kept seeing more and more butt as the movie kept going. I was like, are they getting shorter, or are they just, or what?
Yeah, it was a little, takes you out. Like, some of the positives I took from this was, when Deadshot's setting up the ricochet bullet to take out the guy going into witness protection. I was like, yeah, that's something Deadshot would do. When he wore his, helmet and stuff for a whole 5 seconds, that was great. Freaking.
I liked it when he was on the car, taking care of business.
Yeah, that was his moment to shine. Killer Croc, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of him, but his story background is not as interesting. Obviously they had to have
didn't even know why he was in there.
But yeah, I think putting Killer Croc in there was unnecessary. Katana was unnecessary. These are all background characters. Still, too, this is sort of interesting that it's possibly this movie is the last of this tone. Wonder Woman looks like they're going to try and, because they're obviously going to do reshoots and stuff. I think they've wrapped filming, but... It's kind of interesting to see where they're going to take this DC universe now, after they've done this version of the first two big DC movies.
They just need to get the fans to write these movies.
Yeah, I think Zack Snyder's kind of not the guy, I think, for the job to overlook a lot of this stuff. I think it really should be a lot more comic writers. I don't know if it's Jeffrey Johns or Jeff Johns. He's now the president of DC and everything, DC movies or DC Entertainment, whatever it is. So hopefully he does turn around and say, let's go for a lighter tone. Let's, we can have these characters be fun and these stories be funny and stuff to watch, and a little bit more... less gritty, real,
this
that
wasn't
kind
even
of
real.
Yeah, I know. The Enchantress thing at the end really bothered me, but besides that,
her bringing her brother into it was a little too much CGI, too much magic, too much going on. I was like, you don't need this.
Yeah, it kind of took you out of the movie a little bit. But yeah,
and all the music as well. I was just like, okay, cool. I haven't heard this song in about 10, 15 years.
Yeah, Boomerang was a highlight for me. I thought he was kind of fun to
He was.
Jai Courtney was Jai Courtney he was playing up the Aussie accent.
Oh, just the fact that he was playing a real Aussie guy, where it was just beer in hand all the time at the pub bailing. It's come on, dude.
I found that kind of funny.
I don't really know Captain Boomerang that much, but I was just like, really?
But I think that portrayal of it was kind of funny and stuff. The positives I take out of this is Amanda Waller was kind of cool. Boomerang was kind of cool. Deadshot, obviously a lot of screen time, but still when he was on, it was kind of cool.
Harley Quinn was cool.
Harley Quinn was good to a point. The story
Yeah.
that she was in sucked.
Yes.
That it really.
And she just needs to work on that accent a little bit.
Some of those one-liners and stuff that she did was kind of like
it was
cutesy
cute,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, but even to it wasn't enough to kind of save it for me. Like, it was a nice little.
It was a nod.
Here's Harley Quinn
Yeah.
for the first time being Harley Quinn on screen stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but I just did not care much for when she's sitting on the hood. Like, hey boys, I'm back, and it's like. Oh, she's all sad because she's lost the Joker. Like the Joker pushing her out to save her, and I'm like, no. If anything, Joker would have threw her back and jumped himself. Like that.
Yeah.
That's But enough complaining. Like any positive stuff.
It's a very entertaining movie, and if you like the good old 90 beats, you're in.
Yeah, for sure. And if you agree with us, great. If
Yeah, let us
you
know
don't-
your thoughts. Obviously, there's got to be some people who absolutely love this movie and respect, but we just didn't find it.
I found it okay.
Yeah.
It was okay to watch. It was good. But it wasn't like, the mess that BVS was. It wasn't the mess that like Green Lantern was. But like, I
It still needed
enjoyed.
work.
Yeah. But I'm glad we've got DC movies coming. The more the merrier.
Yes.
Great. But check us out on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
Yay!
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.